Do you know what you just did? Seriously, do you know what you just did? You have just unlocked your new life. You discovered the key to your new life a while ago. After doing all of that work to find yourself, to find your voice, to stop being a people pleaser, to call back your energy to yourself, you found the key. And even though you found the key, you had it in your hand, but you were afraid to use it. You were afraid to use it because a part of you was subconsciously afraid of this new life. And so what you did was you put that key in your pocket for safekeeping because you weren't ready to use it. In the last few days, a lot of you have used it. A lot of you have taken that dusty key out of your pocket, blown off them cobwebs, and inserted it into the little lock, jiggled it, pushed that door open, and now everything that you have been dreaming of, praying for, setting intentions for, planting seeds for, it's coming through. It is coming through. Now, I want to be clear here. I think a lot of times when we hear, oh, all of this abundance is coming, we think it's going to come in the form of huge amounts of money. Now, that is not unheard of. But I do want to share here that abundance can be in anything, right? It can be in love. It can be in fulfilling relationships. It can be in new opportunities that in the beginning may not seem like a lot, but have immense potential if you just follow it. So this abundance might be coming in the form of an opportunity. This abundance might be coming in the form of a person that you meet today, or in the next few days, or in the next month. But things are coming in. You've been experiencing trickles of what you're going to get. You've been experiencing small tastes here and there of what it is that is destined for you. While you guys were planting seeds, you were also exploring. You let your exploration take you to new levels. You've learned about the things that you want in this life, what you want in love, what you want in your career, what you want 10 years from now. You took a bet on yourself and you did the hard work of going inward. Do you know how many people avoid that? But you knew that you needed to do it. You answered the call and you did it. And now you know what? After doing all of that work, you know who you are. You know what you want. And you're being rewarded for taking that leap of faith. In the last few days, I know a lot of you made a big decision. Whether that was to split up, from a partnership, maybe you left a business partnership, maybe you left a job, maybe you ended a friendship, maybe you just called all of your energy back to yourself and said, I'm no longer giving my energy to things that do not serve me. Maybe you cut off some habits that you knew you needed to let go to move into this new chapter. You were afraid to put that key in the door because you secretly knew that not only does this new reality require a new version of you, but this new reality is going to be immensely abundant. And many of us came from backgrounds where we didn't understand terms like abundance. We were living in scarcity. We were living in a mindset of lack. We were living in a mindset of fear. We were living in a mindset of survival. But these last few months have stripped you of your ego, not fully, because we're always battling that, but immensely. These last few months have stripped you of your ego. It has stripped you of your need to please. It has stripped you of your fear of being perceived. It has stripped you of the belief that you're unworthy. It has stripped you of the belief that you're not enough. It has stripped you of the belief that you want too much. It has stripped you of your fear of dreaming big. If anything, you have come into full and complete alignment with your true self. And so many have been experiencing these delays, and with these delays have come a lot of suffering. And in that suffering, I'm someone that believes that every emotion serves something. Every period in your life, it's meant to serve something greater. So I'm going to say that with this suffering, you've learned not only the importance of taking responsibility for your life and for your emotions, but you've also learned the truth and the importance in acknowledging divine timing. Because the reality is, we can work our butts off and we can set intentions and we can do all of this internal work. We can go out into the world and fight for the things that we want, and things still may not come into fruition materially yet because it's just not time. Our timeline is going to be different from the divine's timeline because there are certain things that we need to release in order to be able to have enough space to bring things in. So before you could even let yourself pull that key back out of your pocket, you knew intuitively you had to let something go. And a lot of you let go of old, stagnant, depressing energy that you were holding within yourself, that you were afraid to actually let go of because you didn't know what that meant. What happens when I lose this? What happens when I release this energy that's attached to these limiting beliefs that I have about myself and my life and my relationships? What's going to happen? Is it all going to burn to the ground? We assumed that releasing this energy that we're familiar with would only lead to more uncertainty and more suffering. But really what it has led to is true freedom. True freedom. Because you were honest with yourself. You were honest about what it is that you need, what it is that you deserve. And you're being rewarded for that. You see, things can't happen into the material, all of these new opportunities and blessings, love, all of that can't come in if you're holding on to certain people or things that are holding all of this old energy. Oh, that's a gnat. So I need to figure out what I forgot what a gnat means. I don't know if that was confirmation or what, but that's a gnat. Maybe with gnats you go shoo, like you're trying to shoo them away, they're annoying, and so maybe it was like some type of like annoying energy. Maybe you released an annoying person. Maybe you were annoyed with yourself for holding on to things that you knew you needed to let go of. I know for me, I was experiencing a lot of frustration in my life because I knew there were things I needed to say out loud. I knew there were truths I needed to reconcile with. I knew that there were certain conversations I needed to have. I knew there were certain people I needed to block. And I just kept telling myself, no, I can hold space for all of it. The truth is, you can stretch yourself thin and try to hold space for everything, but not everything is aligned with you. And I think you've learned that lesson. You've learned that lesson, and you understand that your energy, your time, living in your truth, those are the most important things in your life. Living in a space that is aligned with true, genuine love and authenticity, that is the key to unlocking a new reality. So you put that key in the door, and now you push that door open, and blessings are coming in. Blessings are coming in. And remember this, when blessings come in, they may not look like what you thought they were going to. So if you're expecting $15,000 in your account today, I'm not going to sit here and say that's not possible, because we are thinking big. We are thinking expansive thoughts. We are thinking abundantly. However, we also have to understand that the seeds that we've planted, we have to understand what kind of fruit that is going to be born, right? It's going to bear. So keep that in mind, I will say. But the blessings that are coming in are a result of the seeds that you've planted. So maybe you met a random person when you were out eating, or you went to a coffee shop and you just struck up a conversation with this stranger, not thinking anything of it. You followed each other on Instagram, whatever. Now, 6 months later, this person remembers you and remembers that conversation and is like, oh, wait, this person would be perfect for this thing that I have. This person reaches out, asks you to get a coffee, because you look at it and you don't see it as a blessing. You're like, I don't know. I'm really just focused on trying to make money right now. I don't have time for this. Meanwhile, that person had an opportunity to give you. So when I say blessings are rolling in, I want you guys to look at things with almost like the eyes of a newborn baby. And I think a lot of you honestly are in that energy, because when I started this reading, I was feeling very giggly and happy and excited, almost like the way you feel when you fall in love for the first time, or like, the first time in a relationship when someone says, I love you. I've been feeling that energy, this like romantic, loving energy, but it's not only romantic. It just feels like a grounded knowing. It feels like a healed energy. And when there's healing, when healing takes place, abundance is sure to follow. Because once you've healed, you've aligned your frequency with that of the frequency that you're at. So if you're in a space where you know your worth and you know your value and you know what you bring to the table, and you don't settle for less and you don't feed into scarcity mindset or lack or fear, abundant opportunities are going to come your way. Abundant minded people are going to think of you and come to you for your services, for your help, because they see that energy within you, because they have that same energy within themselves. There's something about you that they're going to want. There's something about you that they're going to feel very connected to and want to work with you on. This message is kind of all over the place, but that's all of the things I'm picking up right now. Things are coming into the material, guys. The waiting period is over. The momentum is here, and you're being called to jump on it. Take every single day and think about what you're spending your time on and realign it with spending time on things that are going to benefit you, that are guiding you towards your highest good. Because right now, it is a crucial time for you not only to continue planting seeds, but to see what is sprouting up from the seeds that you've planted in the last few months. Things are happening, but don't mistake a bud. Don't sit there and think that a bud is just a bud. Understand the potential of that bud. Every single day, blessings and opportunity come your way. But because your mind isn't, what's the word? I don't want to say your mind. Well, yeah, it's because your mind isn't aligned with this idea that you're attracting abundance, that you're attracting opportunity. You mistake these blessings for just regular everyday occurrences. No. I want you to take off your skeptical, worried, anxious glasses, throw them in the trash, and look at the world with new eyes. See the beauty in everything. See the opportunity in everything, because I promise you, It's right in front of you. As I sat down to film this video, I just got a phone call, and someone that I've never even met is excited to meet me and wants to work with me. I didn't do anything for that to happen. I was just offered an opportunity. Now, for the past few months, I've been taking time to learn about myself and to learn about the things that I want and to follow what I'm passionate about, to see if I can build a life based off of those things. And I've been thinking a lot about it. And I've been going out there and putting myself out there. And someone that I literally have never met in my life is excited to meet with me. So you never know what a meeting with someone is going to lead to. You never know what applying to a job is going to lead to. You never know what, running into someone at a bar is going to lead to. You never know what taking time to learn about the things that you're interested in and following your curiosity, you never know what that's going to lead to. So understand that this is a time where those seeds are budding. They're budding, and soon they're going to blossom. They're going to blossom tremendously. And remember this. I feel like with a lot of these like channeled messages videos, people think in their mind, okay, immediately, tomorrow I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be debt free. But understand that like, it's not up to your timing. It's divine timing. But know that things are happening. And if you align yourself with divine timing, you understand that I'm not getting all of this material abundance right now in this moment because there's something protecting me. There's something else that I need to learn so that way when I get that, because it's not a matter of if, it's a when, I need to know how to handle that. I need to know how to hold that blessing. I need to know how to nurture and sustain that blessing. So there's still more that I need to learn. There's still more that I need to work on. There are still, I don't even want to say work on, because I think a lot of you are at a point where you're healed. And I'm not saying like there's not any more work to do, but I think a lot of you are in a space where it's like, no, like I'm ready to take action in the material world now. I'm ready to really like put my feet on the earth and do work to get those, those flowers to bloom. So understand that like these things are going to come in divine timing. And when you align yourself with divine timing, you understand that everything that is happening and when it is happening and how it is happening, it's for your greatest good. So when you align yourself, and I'm sorry, I'm like stuttering today. Like I'm having I'm a Gemini. I'm like, I have a million thoughts in my head right now. But like when you align yourself with the mindset of the divine, when you tap into your higher self and the way your higher self thinks and operates, you don't see time as this linear thing. Time is non-linear. So you may think to yourself, okay, in the next month, I need to be making X amount of money. And that may not happen in the next month. That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in the next 3 months. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen in the next 6. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen in the next year. It's going to happen. And that's why you want it so bad, because it's going to happen. Your higher self knows that that is your destiny. But if we're so focused on why don't we have this yet, you're aligning yourself with lack. Why don't I have this yet? Why not? Why not? You're aligning yourself with victimhood. No, you know the promise. You know it's meant for you. It's coming. Now we have to put our heads down. We have to keep working, and we have to keep having faith that it's coming in, because it is coming in. And at the same time, the challenge here is to look at the world with brand new eyes and to trust that at any moment, your whole world, your whole life could change. And it may not look the way that you thought it was going to look. It may not come in the form that you think it's going to come in. Like some of you are manifesting love and you're saying no to someone who wants to give you the world because they don't physically look exactly like the way you want your ideal partner to look. The spiritual is not about aesthetics. It's about the content of your heart. It's about the content of your intention. But if you wake up every day and tell yourself, I align myself with true, genuine love, and then someone approaches you whose energy is magnificent, but because they don't physically look the way that you want them to, and that's not to say, appearances don't matter. They do. But the point I'm making is like these blessings are not always going to look the way that you think they're going to. So what you want to do is, yes, be discerning, but be discerning when it comes to energy. Keep your energy open and protected. And also allow yourself to see the world with the eyes of a newborn baby who is seeing things for the first time. And watch magic happen. Like, I'm just feeling like momentum, movement, magic, things coming into the material. We are in Taurus season after all. Things are coming into the material. If it's one thing about Taurus, they get to the money, okay? They get it done. They get it done. So it's done. It's done. Keep working towards what you're working towards. Keep having faith that things are going to work out, because they will. And change your mindset about the way things are supposed to look. How those blessings are going to come in. Open your mind. Open your mind. Okay. I think I'm done. This is actually a bit of a longer reading than I expected. But that's all I have for you. That's all I have for you guys today. I kind of went in, but I'm feeling all this energy. Okay. I'm actually done. I need to go back to work. All right. Love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.